Coco! God, that was a bad idea. Coco is our latest Pixar film about a young boy who wants to be a musician, but on the Day of the Dead he accidentally cursed himself by stealing from the dead and has to get his family's blessing in order to get back home. Also, I gotta say, I'm very disappointed that they got Mexican people to voice these Mexican characters.
Bringing drugs.
No!
They're bringing crime.
Don't
They're
need
rapists, and
you! Personally, I would have got celebrity voices and filled the soundtrack with pop music. So this film has the same problem that Sing did. In that, it's a kids' film, we have to have comedy. We have to. We have to have it. No matter how awkwardly it's written, or how badly it fits in the story, we have to have it. Well, good for you, you got your lines for the trailer, you must be so proud. Hey, remember in the trailer that lame line where the dude's like sneezing despite not having a nose and being allergic to a dog that doesn't have hair?
Whatever he is, I am terribly allergic.
But Dante doesn't have any hair.
And I don't have a nose, and yet here we are.
You could literally cut that and miss nothing. Just nothing. Just get it out of it. You don't need this awkward comedy bit. You don't need them. Just have charming characters and have them work off each other. That's enough. Fortunately, that's the only thing I don't like about this, because the rest of this film is freaking awesome. The story is amazing. There's a lot of fairly laid out twists that you can kind of see coming, but at the same time, there were some twists that I didn't see coming as much as well. I don't know how most audiences would react to some of these plot twists. I feel like a lot of it came from me I see movies nearly daily, so a lot of this I've just seen before, so it's just kind of a lot easier for me to telegraph something, but I can appreciate how it didn't give it away, but still laid it out. It also got pretty dark, like halfway through. Like, I wasn't expecting it. It was just this scene where these two guys are just arguing with each other, and then suddenly you start feeling things you didn't think you would. It's weirdly similar to a scene from 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. There should be a connection between these two films. Unless we're gonna have a scene where a little Mexican boy beats a dude up and throws him out a window. Pixar, don't go that way. Also, this film looks fantastic. Even before they get to the Land of the Dead, it's just so much colour in these environments. And then they get to the Land of the Dead and it's a great looking Land of the Dead. It's based on a festival in Mexico where ancestors come back from the grave to visit their families, and they leave out tributes for them. It's treated like this big party type thing. And you see the world it creates, and it's exactly what you'd expect. It's really bright and colourful, and it's populated by all these skeletons. I've heard this film has been compared a lot to Spirited Away, and I can kind of see that, but I kind of feel like Spirited Away had a few more monsters in this. Like, you can look into the background and wonder, what is that spirit? What does that spirit mean? What brought about that spirit? Where this one is just populated by skeletons. So, one type of spirit. There are some, like, animal spirits that you see occasionally. But not does it look great, it sounds great. There's a lot of great musical numbers in this. In fact, one of them may give me triggers at some point. I'm not going to say which, but I cried. Which brings me to the emotion in this. It's very genuine, and I really do love the ending to this film. It's very similar to a Don Bluth film where, like, you know, like Fievel's running past his family, just missing each other, and just get together so I can stop feeling this torment. There's a lot of moments like that. You just like, I nearly screamed at the screen to tell the character to just do the thing so that I can have some closure. I know you're going to do it, but my heart can't take this, and you need to do the thing, which I'm not spoiling because I'm not spoiling it. You just have to see it. Also, the world building, just the place they create is fantastic. I love that it's based on this idea from Mexican culture. Like, they put up portraits of their families, and that's how they get back. So they have things revolving around that. The only way they can get out of the Land of the Dead to visit the human world is by having their portrait on the things, otherwise they're not allowed through. There's this thing about scattering flower petals to, like, create a path for them, and it creates a literal road between the Land of the Dead and the human world. That's very creative and looks really cool. So in conclusion, it's a genuinely heartfelt musical with a fantastic story with great twists and turns that explores this really cool world inspired by Mexican culture. It's just held back from perfection by forced humour. It is a lot like Sing in that regard. You didn't need these elements, and it feels like it drags it back. If you add comedy, make it good comedy, otherwise don't bother. Some jokes landed, but some just felt like they were made for a trailer and you don't need them. Inside Out's humor just came from character interactions and the weird things they came across. It didn't feel like it had these like forced bits in them. It could have been perfect, but it's just shy of perfect. It's no Spirited Away, but it's kind of close. So take that for what it's worth and judge it for yourself. And if you're wondering why I'm reviewing this in 2018, it's because the Americans are greedy and didn't let us have it until January of this year. But we finally got it. Honestly, I don't see why I couldn't just have the